she smiled, revealing half-moon dimples on each cheek. Doug found himself wondering if there were dimples in other places, then mentally chastised himself for the thought. Joey refused to be ignored. "Jan Baker, right?" "Yes. See, unlike my coworker, I remember the important things." "If that were true, you'd remember to keep your mouth shut." Doug's retort was immediate, with perfect aim. Only the chuckle that followed made it less deadly. "You'd better listen to him, Joey." The sugar-coated voice of another coworker standing 2 tables over was paired with an impish smile as she turned around. "When it comes to anything involving the mouth, Doug knows what he's talking about." Doug's smile faded. "Never could keep our business private. That's why being with you wasn't a mistake I made twice." Except for the quiet tittering of the worker hired right before Jan, the room went quiet. Those who'd witnessed the short but fiery hookup between the Normandy post office location's nice guy and the one now called Messy Mel didn't find her taunt funny. They knew it had been meant to mark territory that Melissa didn't own. Even Joey ignored the comment, choosing instead to stay focused on Jan. "I thought the two of you would have nothing in common." He took a couple steps forward. Jan took a step back. A slight smirk was the only outward sign that Doug had seen what she'd done and gotten her message. Back off. Joey neither got the message nor stopped advancing. "It's probably the only thing y'all have in common." Jan finally looked at Joey confused. "I don't understand." "Ha! Don't worry, Jan. Most of the time, none of us do either." Joey dismissed Doug's comment with a wave of his hand. "Don't pay him any attention. That's what he wants." He turned warm eyes back to Jan. "Doug's first name is Douglas. About the only one who still calls him that, though, is his mom. If she uses his full name, she's probably angry. When Miss Liz is upset, you don't want to be anywhere around." From the would-be respondent, blank stare. "Now you and me," Joey continued, even though by now he shouldn't have needed to phone a friend to get a clue. "We can probably connect on several levels. Even our names go together. Joey and Jan, Jan and Joey, know what I'm saying?" "No, I don't." Jan spun on her heel and walked down the hall. The back room erupted. "Ouch!" Doug's words were for Joey, but his eyes were on Jan, admiring her strong, sure stride and alluring backside as she left the room. This morning, when he'd given her a quick tour of the office located on the street made famous during the Rodney King riots and set her up at her cashier position out front, she'd seemed quiet and reserved. Now, he knew that hidden behind that calm facade was at least a little fire. He wondered what it took to turn that into a flame. Both his heart and his nether heat tightened at the thought of finding out as the room reacted. "Whoop, there it is. I guess she told you. Give it up, pretty boy, she's not interested." "Calm down, everyone." Joey quieted his audience with raised hands. "Y'all are all reading the woman wrong. Jan is acting the way someone does when they're totally smitten, overcome with undeniable attraction." "You got the denied right," said a coworker, appropriate snicker attached. Doug laughed too. "I don't know what body you were reading, but the language I picked up said you are dismissed." "Just give me a minute," Joey confidently responded. "I think she's gonna be my next boo thing." "It's more likely she'll give you the boot," a coworker said. Those listening laughingly agreed. Jan returned from her break to an empty lobby. An afternoon with few customers was the last thing she needed. Boredom provided too much time to think about things that shouldn't concern her. Like Joey, whose flirting was as subtle as the smell of popcorn at a movie theater concession stand. If lies were bricks,